All right. Hey, welcome back to the Go for CEO channel. This is John the Bomb. Building others means business. And super excited. These welcome back interviews are really cool because I think, you really get to see what these small to medium-sized business owners, these CEOs, founders, entrepreneurs, and entrepreneurs come back to the Go for CEO channel, share their journey and share what's going on in their business and in their life. And, this one is awesome. Carly Williams, the CEO founder of Carby Eats and Vengers, as she's sharing on her shirt there, cool merchandise. She's back, right? We talked about Carby Eats before, and I think, Go for CEO community, you're going to enjoy this welcome back interview. So, Carly, hey, thanks for coming back, and how you been?
I'm good. Thank you so much for having me, John. As always, I love what you're doing, and we need more people like you that are putting all the collaborations together, working together. So what we're all here for. How have you been doing?
Good. The Go for CEO channel is now to, I think, well over 300 subscribers. So we're growing slowly but surely. It's been all organic, so very proud of it. When people enjoy the information, we're actually tweaking some things for the Go for CEO brand. I updated our website. We're actually coming out with some secrets that are coming out. It's actually going to be really cool. Kind of executive search firm, financing of businesses, blah, blah, blah type of things. So pretty excited about the future as we all know. I mean, obviously we're going through the last 3 years, some challenging times. I don't call it tough times. I think it's all a mindset. We talked offline about some of the ways that you feel your clientele has changed. And I'd love to get into that and how you've evolved with Carby Eats and Vengers and what you're doing, your cool new studio and the things that you're doing at your own new place. So why don't you take us through that journey? What's going on the last year and a half, and let us know what's going on.
All right. Yeah. So I think that when we spoke a year and a half ago, I was training alongside someone else's facility, which is all good and dandy. I just feel like sometimes that our clientele, like, it doesn't necessarily match our energy. And so as time progressed, I've been always doing like community workshops. And whenever there's a problem with clients that I see is a common trend of them not being able to get results, and here's the problem, I look for a solution. So we make community workshops, do things and group things. And I think it just kept growing to the point where like getting a space was kind of inevitable, and it transformed really like, I can't believe like how much it's transformed my mindset, just getting into my own space. And I kind of like almost just my own energy to where it transformed the meal prep company completely. And a whole bunch of new ideas have came alongside the fitness and as well, which I can go on and on about, but yeah, so like before, we were doing a lot of meal prep for a lot of other coaches, and kind of maybe less their philosophies, and it ended up being a lot of meal prep for bodybuilders. And those trends didn't necessarily always align with ours. I think my general clientele is like go-getters that also like, they go hard in life, and they also want their health and their physical self to be the peak of that as well. Like I think how you do anything is how you do everything. So we've kind of transformed it to all of our clients with Carby Eats is more or less like our clients that we are building habits with them and filling the spaces that are at need in their routines and their lives. And then this way we do personal training, and then we build on their habits in physical realms. I turned like their check-ins, like we do check-ins every week. I turned it into basically a video game where every check-in is an experience. So people get XP, they can level up. And realistically, it's based off of very specific, all of their goals. So if someone has never worked out before, their first goal would maybe like show up with a trainer once a week, track their meals for a couple of days. That'll be the first check-in, and we build off that. So it's like, all right, we're gonna work with our trainer now once a week, and you're going to do your homework this week, like a fitness homework at home. And it's very catered and tailored to progressively build fitness wise, nutritional wise. And I'm trying to find every possible impulse to help these people grow and be excited about growing in the community as well.
I love it. And your energy's always been off the charts, right? You're always kind of bringing great value. It's really cool. I mean, so the neighborhood that now your primary location is at, Is that kind of the sphere, right? Do you try to tend to concentrate and build in that 5 mile, 10 mile radius? Is that kind of how it works? And what's your thoughts about, where you're at and where you're going?
Yeah. So I originally, before COVID happened, I was a trainer at Export at Brickyard. The gym I have right now, this studio, is literally like 2 blocks away from Brickyard. And I just ended up, we went and like looked at like a bajillion places. I just ended up like, this ended up being the best fit, the best cost, like effectiveness, and a great center point for my clients. And then it's crazy because we had a kitchen that we were renting out of River Forest. And now our kitchen that we transferred to is literally 5 doors down. So like it's, and that opportunity just like kind of like opened up to us too, because they have their own top butcher, and they have their own like meat company called International Meat Com. And so they also provide all of our meat and stuff as well. Like it's a really great deal. Like I feel like we're kind of like fusing further with the community here. Right now, yeah, it's mainly like our general yeah, like right now we do focus a little bit more like here instead of trying to spread ourselves too thin. We do deliver a little bit further with Carby Eats. I do have a couple clients that live pretty far. Like I have one client that lives like 50+ minutes away, and she drives to see me every Saturday. And then I also expanded because I do like the challenges. I do monthly challenges with my clients as well, and other stuff with the group chat and whatnot. I also have another client that's just a fit Venger that I don't personally train. It's just part of our community. That's like all the way from Vegas, but it's like slowly expanding outside of the circle. But this has just been a little bit over a year that I've had this studio. And so I feel like it's getting pretty strongly rooted. And then you ask where I think it's going. I think at the end of the day, if I make an impact like strongly on one person, like I'm really happy with that. Obviously, if we can grow, like I know that like my heart and my intention is the right way. So if this system grows and I have more people beside me that work beside me, I know that it can help more people. So obviously, the more people that we can help without giving crazy fads and realistic habitual changes and proper form and technique and engagement, it all goes, and community, it all goes hand in hand to like really empower people. So I mean, it can go anywhere. It could, it could become a fast food chain. Like maybe one day, like it could be cool to have other people own the same name of property with the same morals and values. But who knows?
Yeah, no, I mean, look, we talked offline a little bit about that organism and how a process gets done, right? So over the last year and a half, it sounds like you've also, tweaked the client model, right? You've tweaked who you're approaching, who you're wanting to attract. You've also tweaked the process. Can you give us a little bit of that change? I know that you talked offline a little bit about, how you were kind of meal prepping and maybe in a certain volume, and now you're actually very strategic on that. I think that's pretty cool to hear for those that may be interested to even join, the Fit Vengers movement. Tell them how that process works for you and what the mindset is behind that.
Right, of course. So the thing that we switched from was just listening to people. There was other coaches that just, like I said, did like a lot of copy and paste meal structures of just a lot of food. And, if anyone's under calories, of course, if they actually stick to it, they're going to lose weight. If anyone's over calories, they actually stick to it, they're going to gain weight, right? So instead, like the process that we started really captivating once we been in here more is part of that habit check-in. So I look at someone's entire day. So we go from like their typical work day versus a weekend, whatever that may be. There's nurses, cops that have crazy schedules. We see like, all right, this person already eats like a pretty healthy breakfast every single day. Then we look at like, are you eating a snack? Are you eating lunch? A lot of times there's like just a single component that if you look at someone's daily routine, like every single day, this person orders out food, or every single day, this person only snacks on stuff from the vending machine, and then they go home and they binge eat. So clearly like there's a solution among that concourse. So if they snack all day and then they're starving, clearly they need a meal in between that period. So like that's a really quick fix. And it's kind of looking at that and basing our check-in system on like catering to specifically that. And then someone's specific goal in the week would be eat this lunch. It's like, what can you add to your life versus like, what do you have to take out of your life and stick to? And that way, instead of having a whole new life structure handed to you, it's really catered. And a lot of times, like that little small switch will be the means of someone now having the ability, like now they get home, they're not starving, so they're able to cook for their family. Or maybe they're not ready to do that and they need, like, they're just, I'm not going to cook anything ever, I'm going to order out. Then maybe they need lunches and dinners. Again, that's like a really real mindset. Like if someone can be honest about it, like it goes so much further. And it's to really train people into habits to no longer need me. At the end of the day, I feel like people do still end up staying, but I want to educate people, and we do things to educate people too, into like how they can do it on their own, how these substitutions or why it works or why we go through it. It works for the people that are clientele, almost always random strangers, if they have to come in with the right mindset. A lot of people come in with the mindset of like, I just want a quick fix. Tell me exactly what to do right now so I lose 10 pounds. And I have to like, hold on. We got to look at what you're doing right now, because otherwise you never formed that habit. You never built it. Yeah. So when you fall off, you're going to go right back, if not worse, to whatever you were doing before, because you never learned it. Now you just trained yourself to what you were doing before was terrible. So now it's like a vice, and now you're just gonna, a lot of times I see people like blow up.
Yeah, no, it's interesting, right? I mean, as you form the right habits and then stay consistent, you may fall off every once in a while, right? But if you created those habits, you can kind of get back on train track that kind of facilitates a better progress and a better result. So, one of the last things I want to talk to you about here is community, right? You've obviously built a brand. I saw you explode on TikTok one time with like the Rorck, that you challenged the Rorck to respond back to you, and that was cool. And I saw some interaction there, and obviously the Fit Vengers and the branding that you have. Carby Eats, it's a really cool kind of cartoonish character. I know I introduced you to someone in one of my clientels, and you guys are looking to collaborate. So how have you really built this incredible community that you have, and how you're building the brand around it, and what you've been able to build on that? I think it's a really cool story, and share it with people.
Yeah, I mean, so when I was at Export, I had a lot of clientele. And so I saw that there's so much strength in the community, and everyone had the same problems. Like, I just wish the people around me wanted to work out more. So I figured like the simple solution is all of these people in training all want the community of some people in their lives that want to be better. They're literally all here. So I started with like making group challenges where it'd be like a 6-week challenge where every single weekend we would do something different. It'd be like, I made a shirt for it. I put everyone's name on the back of it that participated, and I would make $0 on it. I would charge them all money, and then I would make a prize, because I know people are stimulated, and the prize would be fully what they gave in. And that was just like when I was at Export. And so that was like a way to keep stimulating people. And then the more I did that, and the more I feel like the more people take care of themselves, the more their self-efficacy grows. And so it's like you start like finding people, and then that build in your community. That one of my clients made like all of my websites, and like there's like I made one myself, and they're like, honestly, Carly, it sucks. And they fixed it like so much. Like, I'm not a web design person, and so you start seeing like more power coming out of the people that you're surrounding yourself with too, that want more and are hungry too, and like they all build into it as well, which I think is like almost exactly what it is that you're kind of trying to do yourself with community and with business, which is why I really love that. Is like you are very willing to collaborate with people or help people, and so many people are so stingy with that. And I think it's pretty rare when people are trying to like for real uplift each other. And when you do that, I think it just creates like an immense energy. And the more you're able to do that and believe in yourself, you start, for my opinion, liking the things that you genuinely like, and believing in your product and your stuff too. So it's like, I've always liked comics and stuff. So we teach people. Oh, shoot. Okay, good.
Yeah.
So like, even I don't know if you can see in the gym too much.
Yeah, no. Oh, nice. We're getting a tour.
Hey, can you hear me all right?
All right. Hey, Go for CO community. We're getting a little tour here. I love it.
You're very quiet. Wait, speak again?
No, yeah. I'm just saying we're getting a cool tour. I love it.
Oh yeah. Okay, cool. So then I have all my clients make their own badges. That's why we're the Fit Vendors. We all have our individual superpowers, right? So every one of them, then we get badges for whatever. We build off of like their check-in points, so they get experience points for their check-ins. Like I have like PR boards up here. Another person in the community like built me as a superhero. I don't know. It's like everybody starts like combining into like their own thoughts, like what things that they genuinely like and things that grow off. So that's like we named ourselves Fit Vendors because I think that there's so many superpowers of the people in our community. It's just like what they're passionate about, like starts running through the town. And then I also reached out to the Rorck. I don't even know why, because I've never was like a huge fan of the Rorck. So I never disliked him either. But one day I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna get him to come to the gym. I have no idea like why I felt like that. I'm just like, yeah. My mom was even like, what are you talking about? You don't even talk to like, you don't watch any of his movies, or you never like watched him on WWE or any of that stuff. Like you don't care about him. I don't know. I just feel like it's a thing. So I followed his pages. So he has Terramana and Zoe. And I started watching like a little bit more like the young Rorck or whatnot. I saw that Zoe had like a Zoe challenge and I submitted to it and I won. So I won like a year worth of Zoe.
Oh, wow.
Zoe like reached out to me personally and like asked me to take photos at like Costco when they had like a grand opening. So I was posted on Zoe's page and the Rorck posted me on his page too. And it's just so weird, like, cause I never like, he's right here in the gym too, you see, but I never really, like I was never like a go hard for the, like, I've never disliked. So it's just so weird that like, I just randomly felt like that. And then there was someone else in my life that like really like liked the Rorck too. So I was like, oh, cool. So if I keep pushing for it, maybe we can all meet him. And then that person ended up like kind of like disappearing out of my life. Well, I'm like, well, now I'm still working towards getting to know the Rorck. So
Awesome. Well, look, I think it's cool. I mean, you know, I'm reading a book by Joe Dispenza, and it's all about the mindset, right? And what you're putting out to think at a different level, right? So I'm probably not giving enough justice, but it's like a gamma level. There's alpha, gamma, whatever, all that stuff. And the mindset that you just put out there, like you literally told the world, here's what I want to do, right? Then you took some action, and then around the world, Zoe and all the branding and the Rorck, and obviously it became something that got pulled into you and attracted to you. So I love that. I'm getting little goosebumps right now. So it's really cool to hear that. Yeah. So I mean, really cool stuff. You know, Carly, I'm so appreciative. These welcome back videos are really inspiring to me because I feel like it's a little bit of a tweak in the YouTube world, what we're doing, so we can bring back a business owner that really is doing some cool things. And there's been some ups, some downs, some things that, you know, people have gone through the last 3 years, but really cool to hear your growth, really cool to hear the community that you're building, the cool challenges that you're doing, obviously the Zoe experience and all that stuff. And excited to hear more stuff and keep you coming back, right? Every 6 to 12 months, and hopefully build such a cool community off of Go for CO that will bring to you some value and live organically. So anything else that you want to share with the community? And then obviously websites, way to connect with you and make sure that people keep on following you and being a part of your, progress.
Yeah, I mean, if I could say anything to the community, if you have like that weird thought that's in your head and it sounds crazy, like go for it, that exact thought, and just keep doing that. And eventually you keep listening to it, like you end up really aligning yourself with some cool stuff. So I wish everyone would do just that and get a little bit out of the matrix of the world, just a little bit, just dabble into it.
For sure.
And then I think my TikTok is now at Fit Vengers. I have a Fit Vengers Instagram too. It's just at Fit Vengers _. But my main Instagram is at Carly Hungry, CARLY, Hungry, HUNGRY. Then I'm at 2 websites, CarbyEats.com and then fitvengers.org.
Nice. You're able to get that. It's awesome. Well, awesome, Carly. Well, thank you so much for making the time. I know that you've got a busy day ahead of you and excited to keep on bring you back on. So looking forward to staying in touch, and we wish you nothing but the best. And ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Become of the Go for CEO community. Leave a message for Carly. I'm going to do some shorts, some splits of some of these great comments. I think there's some nuggets that you could really go back to. And these welcome back videos really give you kind of a quick insight of what's going on today with this business owner that we had on before. So thanks so much, Carly. We look forward to talking to you soon.
Awesome. Looking forward to hearing from you too, John. And I can't wait to see everything that you accomplished too with this. I think this is really cool. So I know sometimes things start off slow, but I think what you're doing is really dope. So keep it going.
Thank you. Awesome. We'll talk soon. Take care.
Thank you.